that's time for weekly purchases.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, Jamar's favorite part of the show. So I know you same choice I give you every week. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first. I'll
All
show you
right.
what I have, and then you can show me yours.
Oh, I like this arrangement. I didn't even have to like get you some turtles from Target to get that premium Snapchat.
um, so I'll start with the things that were kind of unexpected. So I think I may have mentioned this to you before we were recording, but I said I got something that I said I wouldn't do, but I did anyways, and part of it was because of the hype. So like I mentioned earlier, you got Snyder Cut coming out. I want the figures right away. You got Godzilla versus King Kong coming out. I want the figures right away. I understand spoilers, yada yada yada. So I watched a movie over the weekend that I was like, all right, we'll see what happens. And I watched Raya and the Last Dragon, and I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely loved that movie. So as soon as it hit the credits, the first thing I did was like, where can I get some shelf representation? And I had to go low. I had to go low, but I actually have my Sasu. Did I say it right? Sasu? Yeah, Sasu. It's a Funko Pop. It is. It's. I said I wasn't gonna do these, but I have probably about 10 Funko Pops of just random things that I really like. So I did do that, and of course, I had to get Rhea herself. Now the sad thing is, I go back to Funko after saying
Oh
I'm not gonna
God.
buy them, and the one that I ordered shows up with the detachable sword, which is interesting because that's not what happens. It doesn't detach. It's actually broken. So I'm gonna have to order another one. But for now, I'm gonna keep this one on my shelf or something. I might super glue it on there, and I don't know. But I love it. If you haven't seen the movie, please watch the movie. It's absolutely amazing. Aquafina, if you never heard of her, she kills this role in this movie. So I enjoyed that. So I had to get the shelf representation for that. That's cool. And then something that I thought I was gonna have to complain about on the show for a very long time, and it
Oh
makes me
wow.
sad because I don't have anything to complain about right now from
Holy
Big Bad
shit.
Toy Store because my Ellie has shown up, and oh my fucking god, I love this thing. I think my camera light won't pull this up here, but she has her little gun, little pistol. Look at that. That is so fucking amazing. The pack comes with like her sword. She has a different swappable face. She has the one where she's throwing like a brick. It's so cool. Again, I don't have to go into this if you've seen other episodes. I talked about this in the figures for the year.
Yeah, the
Remember?
top 10.
And what that game like means to me and just how much it connects with me, and have this makes me so happy. The only thing I can complain about is now I need Abby. Get me Abby and I will be in heaven. But I'm also confused. I don't know where to put this. I don't know if I'm gonna put this on my shelf with like my PlayStation stuff, or do I put this on the shelf with like my random stuff and next to my my Midoriya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're
Like,
saying, so I can't help you this time.
yeah. So I'm really happy. And every time, and now that I have this one, I'm like, God, she died. I just
Jesus.
have to keep getting more. But I just can't.
See,
Right
now I
now.
want you to get the Kratos one so you can have her beating him with a brick.
Okay, so not gonna lie, I've been looking up on eBay because on Amazon it popped up a few times for like $40. So I'm gonna keep an eye out. If I can get it for that amount, I'm gonna 100% just purchase Kratos because you can't, not have Kratos. So
Yeah.
I was really surprised. Had no clue. I just got an email and it was Big Bad Toy Store. And they said, "Hey, we're gonna take $80 out of your account." And I was like, "What?" Then I saw it was more. I was like, "Okay, all right, well, cool." So I'm happy. I can't complain at all over this week, outside of
Yeah.
me going back into a Funko and they give me a piece of shit figure. So I'm gonna blame Best Buy on that one.
I mean, I'm genuinely shocked that the fact that like your entire shtick for 2021's gone, and we're
I
only three
know.
months in.
I'm gonna have to find something else. Where's my loot crates?
We're not even out of the pre-orders yet.
Where are they at? Come on, Randy. Don't play with me, man. No. So
Yes,
what did you get, man?
if you're wondering, make sure to tweet at NECA about all of the loot crate stuff that they have no control over it.
Yes, where are they at?
So I had a pretty interesting week. So I mentioned I went down to Phoenix,
Oh,
down to Satan's asshole as I call it because it's a miserable hellhole. Um, because we really only have one comic book shop up here, and they don't really do collectibles. Like, you can get Funko Pops and the occasional statue, but that's about it.
mhm.
So I went down there and I went to a couple different shops, and at the shops, the only thing I really found was I got the classic Mezco Harley Quinn.
Ooh.
So I got her, so I'm gonna pose her with that Joker I got in the trade a couple weeks ago until I get the
Oh.
exclusive Joker that looks more closer to the comics. But oh, she's dead. Uh, that's our new shtick here on Modern Toyfare. We just kill all the women figures. Um,
What? No, it's just any figure that falls. Like,
um, anyway, so then we hit up a few retail shops with like Targets and Walmarts, just because like Target up here is pretty good, but my Walmarts are pretty mediocre. So first I went to Target, and I wasn't really looking for anything in particular, but as everyone knows, I like toys for my toys, and I found the last one I needed, which was the little micro action figure Skeletor,
oh,
and he's
that's
itty
cool.
bitty. See if you can see him a little better now. Probably
So
not.
that's the world's smallest toy. That's not like the random blind
No,
box
yeah,
figure
this is
you're getting.
the world's
Okay.
smallest micro action
Yeah,
figures.
gotcha.
So I got him finally. I literally have been trying to find him for upwards of a year since I started collecting this line,
Uh-huh.
and my target slowly, like every 3 to 5 months, will get one new character. Like back in November, December, they finally got Tila. And then just now they got Battle Cat. I'm like, well, I already traded someone for Battle Cat. Fuck you. I want Skeletor. So luckily I was down in Phoenix, and the Target down there had it. But then I went to Walmart and I found something significantly more exciting. And this is something I didn't think I was going to find in person. I figured either I'd have to wait for it to hit Target or Big Bad Toy Store, or even wait for you or Nate to potentially find me one. And that is the poster version of the NECA King Kong. And
That's so
my
cool.
God, this is so much cooler in person, which is saying something because it was already pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm currently going to be reviewing it. I will say, my only real complaint is like the posterized Godzilla. The box art is the poster, but with the figure. I feel like it was a missed
Mhm.
opportunity. Like, I don't know if they couldn't get the rights or they were too lazy, but they didn't do that with this one. So
Oh,
a little
that's
sad about
cool.
that, but the figure makes up for it. Like, I honestly think that and the posterized Godzilla are going to take front like seat of my display over the regular versions.
That's
Um,
cool.
but my weekly purchases don't end there. So we're going to get into story time since earlier I talked about having a little bit of a scare. Um, so I order a lot of my figures through ironically, a local comic book shop that is in another state. He is in one of the Mezco groups I'm in, and he basically is like a e-retailer. Like, he orders all the things wholesale through like Diamonds and all that, with the distribution, and then just charges retail with free shipping. Which I'm like, okay, can't beat that because no one does that. Like, I used to like continue to pay for my stuff from the guy when I moved across the country. And I was still loyal to my like old comic book shop that I went to, but like even him, like there was no discount. It was that plus an insane amount of shipping, and then Big Bad Toy Store, like you either pay good shipping or you pay for the shitty $4 shipping. So he puts out the notice that, hey, everybody who ordered this, it's time to pay up. It's in. So I sent him my PayPal stuff, and then he shipped it, and then 2 days later I get the notification that's delivered. So I go out to my mailbox. I live in
Mm.
apartments, and we got the little lock boxes, and they put the key in for you to get to the parcel locker. Well, I get the key and I go to the parcel locker. Well, the parcel locker is already unlocked, which you shouldn't be able to do because without the key in it, it's not supposed to turn. And then I like managed to like take the key and wedge it in there and pry it open, and it's empty. So I'm instantly in panic mode, and I'm just like losing my shit because I'm like, I don't know if he insures these. I don't know if this was stolen. I don't know if it's just, the incompetency of one of the postal people or laziness or something. or if it was just something where like they put the key in my box and then realized that one's broken and forgot to take the key back and just didn't deliver it. So I'm in full panic mode. I file a thing online, don't hear back from them for 2 days. Finally, I'm out. I go out to check the mail, and the mailman's there. So I straight up ask him like, "Hey, you guys put this key in for this box on this day. I'm just trying to figure out if it was stolen or if it's they put it in the wrong box and gave me the wrong key." So he goes and checks them all. So they put mine in 14, or the key for 14 in my box. He was in box 8, so it wasn't even like in the same zip code of numbers at that point. But then he also was like, "This makes no sense. So this one's unlocked without the key in it. They managed to lock the key for box 8 in the parcel locker with the figure. So there was no way to get it, even if it would have without him being there. So it would have sat there for weeks if I waited for them to respond to my like claim online. But finally, I got it, and that is my Mafex battle damaged Dark Knight Returns. And my God, I was already just baffled at how incredible the first version is, and this one dwarfs that one. So this one is another figure I'm going to be reviewing soon, so make sure to check into that because it's just going to be gushing for 15 minutes about how incredibly sexy this action figure is.
So I saw a post of someone who had that, and they did a little bit of the modification to it and added some like red in the cuts to give it that bleeding effect, and they kind of like dusted up his cape a little bit. And I looked at him like, God, this thing is awesome.
Yeah,
it's a dope figure.
Well, the wild thing is the suit itself. Like I figured it would just be the same like color as the other one, as far as like the gray. It would just be like a flat gray with the tears. They actually like painted in dirt and stuff in the gray parts of the suit to make it look dirty. So I was just like, I opened this thing and I was already like elevated at the fact that it wasn't stolen, but then to see the level of detail, and I was just like, oh my, like I had to like sit down because I was afraid I was gonna have a heart attack or something, like my heart give out from just overstimulation. So that's all I got. Very dramatic and long weekly purchases. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below letting us know what announcements you're excited for, and let's start a conversation. Let's chat about it. Maybe there's something we didn't like that you think we're stupid for or not liking, or maybe there's something that we liked and you don't really know how you feel about it. Let's chat and figure it out, and maybe we can change some minds. But I lost my place in the show sheet, so we're just going to move on. If you enjoy our faces, hit the little bell when our videos go up. Modern Toyfare news will go up on Fridays, and Modern Toyfare reviews on Mondays and Wednesdays. If you don't enjoy staring at our beautiful faces, we do have an audio-only version of Modern Toyfare news available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Spotify, and other podcast apps you know and love. So check that out, and we will see you next week. Same toy time, same Toyfare channel. Thank you for watching.
You're dead.